Title reads, I, a 29-year-old male, went on a date last week with a 34-year-old female and got ghosted after an amazing date. So she's a bit older than you. You like the cougars. I don't think a 5-year age gap is a cougar, but you know what I mean. Interesting. Usually the women like the older guy, so I wonder what she sees in this guy. Maybe he's an absolute Chad. Maybe she's a bit desperate. She has that biological clock ticking. But yeah, let's get into this guy's post. Because you shouldn't be getting ghosted after an amazing date. I do feel like a lot of guys think a date's gone much better than what the woman thinks. So he says, I matched with this girl on Hinge and we agreed to go out on a date last Wednesday. I did everything right. He put that in capitals, by the way. He put everything in capitals. So this guy's perfect from the sounds of it. I'm sure he will not notice any issues in his game on the first date because, like you said, he did everything right. He got there early, told her where to park, paid for her drink, asked her open-ended questions, complimented her, flirted with her, and even walked her back to the vehicle. So he's got like this like checklist. So I feel like he's before this date, he's gone on some like feminist dating website. These are the things you need to do to woo a woman. And he said, look, I did this, I did that, I did this, I did that. Why did things not work out? So he sounds a bit bitter and he sounds a bit structured. So let's go through each part here. So he got there early. Yeah, you should get there early. You know, don't be a dick and arrive late. You know, you set a time. The woman should be on time. You should be on time. So box tick there. He told her where to park. Okay. Arguably you should pick her up on the first date. Be a gentleman, but not the end of the world. He paid for her drink. Hopefully it was just the one drink. You don't want to get her. If it is alcohol, you don't want to be drinking too much on the first date. You know, firstly because drinks cost a lot of money, but also you both don't want to be tipsy or drunk on the first date. It's just not a good look. He asked her open-ended questions. That's good. I always say on a first date, especially, you should be like talking maybe 10-20% of the time. 8% will be the woman talking in general. Just ask her questions. Especially if you're nervous, the best way to get around that nervous energy is to ask her questions because women love to talk about themselves. And if she likes you, she'll want to find out about you and she'll ask you questions. He said he complimented her, flirted with her, and even walked her back to the vehicle. So we don't know what he means by flirt with her. Not once here has he said he went in for the kiss. You should always go in for the kiss on the first date. Because at the end of the day, you're there to meet someone. You're not there to be platonic or look for a friend. Go for the kiss. Lead up to the kiss. Have that sexual energy. And if you go in for the kiss on the first date and she gives you the cheek, then obviously she's not that interested in you and you should look to date someone else. Some people will say, oh, well, I don't like to kiss on the first date. Well, she'd kiss Zac Efron on the first date. I always say this, that's the mindset you should have. You want to be with a woman who's crazy about you. Those are the best relationships when you're with a woman who's crazy about you. A woman's not making rules for the guy she really likes. She'll make rules for the guy she views as a beta provider. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent here, but already I'm starting to see I don't think this guy's done everything right, even though he said he has done. Let's continue. We had great chemistry and great conversation. Well, if there was great chemistry, you would have went in for the kiss and you would have mentioned that. We shared a lot of things in common, including our values. It's hard to know if your values aligned with a woman you've just met. Arguably, you don't know a woman's values until a couple of months into the dating phase or into a relationship. Women, just like men, have a bit of a facade, especially on the first few dates, so you don't really know a woman's true values until later down the line. I genuinely like this girl. We can tell. and I could tell she was or seemed genuinely interested in me. Again, you kind of don't know that until you go in for the kiss. Like, things need to be physical for you to know if a girl's into you or not. A lot of people will disagree with that, especially women will disagree with that. But the proof's in the pudding. If a girl likes you, she'll kiss you back. She'll be wanting to arguably rip your clothes off after the first or second date, if you play your cards right. As the day was ending, she expressed interest in seeing me again and decided to go to Topgolf for our next date. Okay, that's good. You know, if on the first date she brings up wanting to see you again, then absolutely, yeah, organise the first date. The second date. Definitely don't bring up a second date if she doesn't bring it up because it comes across as a bit needy, a bit desperate. You want to keep a bit of mystery a couple of days after your first date. But if she brings it up, then great, yeah, go to Topgolf. Topgolf's a cool date idea as long as you have something planned afterwards. But Topgolf is quite expensive, so make sure this is the right girl. I gave her a kiss on the cheek. Ah, here we go then. So he went in for the kiss, but just on the cheek. What a nice, kind gentleman. She probably picked up on that. If she really likes you, she would have kissed you on the lips. But I guess this guy doesn't have a lot of experience, or he's a bit shy, or he's kind of a bit feminized. Bro, grab her and go for the proper kiss. Find out if she likes you as much as you like her. Anyways, at least he made some physical contact, so we'll cut him some slack. So he gave her a kiss on the cheek at the end of the day and told her to text me when she got home. Another thing I did right in brackets, since I care about her safety, this guy's coming across as an absolute structured, nice guy who doesn't have a lot of experience in dating. I did everything right. This is what I did. It shows I'm a gentleman. I can tell why she ghosted you just by the way you're have structured this post. Also, you shouldn't need to tell her to text you. If she got home, if she really likes you, she'll text you. I think you saying that's kind of showing that, oh yeah, you should want to make sure there's a text conversation after the date. That's what it says to me. She texted me when she got home, and I did the same. The next, also, like, bro, she's driving home. She's going to get home safe. Unless there's an absolute catastrophe on the roads. But she's fine. It's not like she's getting the bus home or the train home. Sorry, just had a little sip there. She says, or sorry, he says, she texted me when she got home and I did the same. The next day, I reached out to plan another date for the next week on Tuesday. Way too soon. I know she brought up seeing you again, but leave a couple of days in between. You want to be a bit of a mystery. You want her to think that maybe you're dating other people, you're not that interested. Women will say they don't like that, but trust me, the proof's in the pudding. They love that. They go crazy for that. They don't want you dating any other person, but they're also very attracted if you are dating other women. This comes across as a bit needy and desperate. You even say here, this is a plan for next week, so you don't need to message her straight away because you've got a 7-day period of when you plan to see her. So he texts her plans. He doesn't get a response. Uh-oh. Looks like he's about to get ghosted. She even unmatched me on Hinge recently. Oof. So I'm starting to get the feeling that when she brought up, oh yeah, going Topgolf next week, maybe she did this as like a safety thing just to keep you happy. Maybe you were kind of hinting at it and forcing it and you're just not putting that in the Reddit post here. She definitely got weird vibes from you. I think it's rude of her to ghost you and unmatch you on Hinge, especially after you probably took her out and paid for things. You met her in person, like you're a real human being. I think arguably you've dodged a bullet here because I think that's just bad form from her. If she didn't like you, she should have just said, "Hey, thank you for your time. Really appreciate it. You're a lovely person, but I just don't see this going anywhere." Her ghosting like that, I don't like it. She's 34. She should know better. She's not like an 18-year-old or early 20s. But you definitely, yeah, creeped her out from the sounds of it. He says, I'm so confused and frustrated at the situation. It sucks that I can do everything right. I hate this guy. He's like, I did everything right. Why does she not like me? How dare she? Like, how rude of her. I've done everything right. She should have been with me forever and ever. Amen. Just because you've done things right according to what you've seen on the internet doesn't give you the right to have everything. And she probably picked up on that. We connected so well and just get ghosted like that. Why would she ghost? Again, I don't agree with her ghosting you. I think that's really poor form. If any guys are listening to this on the internet, don't ghost women. Be honest with them, let them down lightly, and move on to the next. But it's pretty clear this guy lacks a lot of experience. I don't think he's quite all there. I'm starting to pick that up just in this paragraph or two what this guy's posted. I think he needs to be less structured, less demanding, and kind of just go with the flow a bit more. But it is a game of numbers. This might be this guy's only date he's had in months, even years. So it is a game of numbers. More experience, more heartbreak will make this guy stronger and have better experiences with women. And yeah, go for the kiss, bro. You only live once on this crazy life and on this crazy planet we call Earth. So go for the kiss, and hopefully you won't be ghosted next time. Anyway, that's all, guys. Cheers. See ya.